So I haven't really talked much about this, mostly because this series of films has been utter dog shit from day one, and that is the Resident Evil reboot. Now, from the get-go, they always talked about, for the Resident Evil reboot, talking about, oh, we're going to be darker, we're going to be scarier, we're going to be not like an action horror, it's going to be more straight horror. And I'm like, sure, okay, whatever, Jagoff. The bar is set so goddamn low after the last several movies. Like, yeah, those Resident Evil movies were like straight dog ass, and I have no hope for. I have just no hope for those remakes. That was until I saw a little more of what they tried to do and what the director talked about for what he wanted to do with his movie. So now I'm a little hopeful. Also, I'm completely gobsmacked that it's coming out this year. The remake is coming out the September of this year, pandemic permitting, of course. But yeah, so let's talk about this remake and what we know so far about this remake. So far they've announced that the title will be called Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, which honestly sounds more like the scare zone it would be in Halloween Horror Nights. No, really, like, that sounds like it would be like, that sounds more appropriate for a scare zone at Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios than it does for a movie. Why not just call it Resident Evil Raccoon City? Welcome to Raccoon City just sounds really... It just, I mean, I understand, the movie title itself just bothers me. The whole Welcome to Raccoon City, I don't get it. Like, I know that's supposed to be a play on to the sign coming in when you go into the city, but, like, at the same time, I'm like, it just doesn't feel right. Like, it just feels like too big a title. Just call it Resident Evil Raccoon City, or Fall of Raccoon City, or I don't know. Welcome to Raccoon City. It just doesn't vibe with me for some reason. Am I crazy? Am I the only one who thinks that? Am I like the only one who thinks, it's just the title's not gelling with them? I don't know. Anywho, so let's talk about this other, let's talk about some of the other major things with this storyline. So, from what we understand, the director of this film is really taking inspiration from John Carpenter films, specifically Assault on Precinct 13 and The Fog, which is apt because this is apparently going to mix the first two games. Why we can't just do the first game, or do a remake of just simply the first game and not even bother with the second one? Because here's what's going to happen. The opening scene is just going to be at Spencer Mansion. That's going to be it, is that we're going to be focusing on specifically Spencer Mansion for that first opening scene, and then we're going to focus solely on the police department for the rest of the movie. Now, I'm not trying to knock Resident Evil 2, I'm just saying, like, a lot of people really wanted just a straight-up Resident Evil movie set at Spencer Mansion. We already know when you say we're going to mix the two together, it's going to be more like, no, it's just going to be Spencer Mansion at the beginning of the movie, and then we're going to move on to Resident Evil 2. Because we really want to get to Resident Evil, do a remake of Resident Evil 3. The quicker the better, right? Anyway. I know I sound like I'm shitting on this, and there is hope. Like, the guy clearly has a lot of respect for John Carpenter, and Carpenter films, specifically The Thing and several other films, played a major hand in the inspiration for the original Resident Evil games, or Biohazard as they're called in Japan. And yeah, I understand that, yeah, you're trying to mix the two together, but, like, it's really hard to really get people hyped for a Resident Evil movie after the series of films that have been nothing but straight ass did nothing to approve of it. And yeah, now it is going to be cool that we are going to get that apparently we are getting Chris and Claire Redfield, as well as I think there's been talk of Leon being in here too. I think I heard somewhere that Leon S. Kennedy's going to be in here too. That's cool. And it is going to be nice to see more of a horror film. I'm just worried about the, like, how much is going to be in here and how much how much of it is going to feel like a true Resident Evil movie. Because I can go online and go to YouTube and watch like fan films that have more love for it. In fact, it's kind of funny that and I say this because I was recently watching a Resident Evil fan film that I was like, why could we get this? Why did we have to go with that stupid no-name Alice? Oh, right, because Paul W.S. Anderson wants to give his wife work. Oh, right. Duh. And I'm not trying to say she's a bad actress. She's not. I'm just saying, like, have you seen her in anything else? Like, have you really seen Milla Jovovich in any other films outside of his? Yeah, there's a reason for that. I'm not. That sounded so sexist. I'm sorry, but she's just not a good actress. But yeah, I'm just really burned by those original films. But I do want to be like hopeful for this movie. I will probably feel better when I see a trailer. That'll probably be the deciding factor. Is that for me, like, if this will be like, all right, let's go, let's fucking go, or nah, never mind, will probably be a trailer. And right now, with all the information, I'm like, oh, that's cool, but like, there's a difference between talking about something and doing it. There's a big difference between doing something and, you know, saying you're going to do something and how you're going to play it out, as opposed to execution. There is a major gap between the two. So right now, I'm skeptic. I don't want to sound like I'm pessimistic, but I am pretty skeptic of a new Resident Evil film. But if it's, you know, that trailer is going to have to like really sell me. So, and even then, I may still have some reservations for whatever they do. But yeah. So yeah, it is cool that they are doing a lot of Carpenter-esque stuff, which Carpenter's my favorite director. So, you know, good on him. But like, you're saying, like, you want to make a Resident Evil film in the vein of John Carpenter, specifically The Fog and Assault on Precinct 13. One of those movies I really love. Good luck is all I gotta say. Good luck. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this? Like, are you guys interested in the new Resident Evil movie? Are you guys not? Or are you guys going to save full judgment for a trailer? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.